Okay, welcome everyone to our virtual open house. My name is Justin Geib. I am your student's geometry teacher. So a little background about me. I have degrees in both music and music theory and history and math. And I got my master's in data analytics. And I've taught everything from algebra through calculus and statistics. And I like music, math, computer science, reading, hiking, and of course spending time with my wonderful dogs, Tiggy and Berlin. Here's a picture of Tiggy when he was a puppy, very adorable. And then we have a camping trip and a hiking trip. Okay, so I'm here to help your student succeed in this class, and I'm here to help them. And so some resources I keep available. Of course, I post all the notes and assignments on Schoology. I keep my gradebook up to date. I check my email every day, of course, and I circulate through the class through work time. And I'll check for their understanding. And I'm also available to help before and after schools. Vast majority of days, I would recommend and encourage students to email me at least a day ahead of time to verify that I'm available so that I'm not in a meeting, etc. But that's, otherwise they can talk to me, and if I'm available, of course, they can stay and get some help. All right, so what can you do to assist your child's learning? So check in with your student to see how they're doing in the class. Check parent view, the grades, and you can check Schoology or have them show you the Schoology page showing the different assignments. Do encourage your student or child to bring questions and concerns to me before you call or email me. Another option, if you're worried about them actually following through, is you can always have them write an email and have them CC you on it so that you can, see what is going on. And of course, or you could just have them write the email in front of you and send it without CCing. That's another option. Also, you could encourage your child to ask me for help during work time. I'm trying to encourage them to do that a lot, and I monitor them, and that's a really important skill for them to develop. And of course, we try to give as much work time in class as possible, so they should be using that work time as effectively as possible. So what supplies do we need for this class? So a scientific calculator, like the one on this page, would be preferred. They can check them out from our library as long as supplies are available. And so they should get that right away. And then a notebook, a binder or folder, and a pen or a pencil. And if you're going to get a scientific calculator, if they have a graphing calculator, that'll be fine too. So don't then buy a scientific. But if they're going to get a scientific calculator, one like this is great because it does order of operations for them. So there's some where they don't do that. And so this is a great model for doing that. Okay, how do we grade in here? So classwork's graded daily in class, and that's 40% of the overall grade. And then tests, it varies, but about 2 to 3 weeks we'll have a test, and that's a 60% of the overall grade.
Okay, so classwork. Classwork, I try to give them enough time in class to finish the assignment, or at least most of the assignment. Students should ask for help if they get stuck. That's really important for them, and I'm going to keep encouraging them to do that. Of course, I will rotate around and help students if I see them they're stuck. And also students should check their solutions while they work to make sure that they're doing them correctly. Work should be shown as a default in all cases where possible. And we'll also have many cumulative reviews throughout the unit to help and throughout the year to help improve an understanding of previous material. We don't want students to just learn something in one chapter and then never cover it again for a month or two. It also comes back in the fourth chapter and so on. So we'll keep these cumulative reviews consistently throughout the year. So then we also have this team tests, and team tests are challenging tests that will happen before most, if not all, individual tests. And basically the idea of a team test is to challenge the students because they're more challenging than individual tests, and they challenge them to collaborate as well. And then of course it helps them review for the individual test all at the same time. And instead of retaking team tests, if students are not happy with their score, basically what happened, the individual test counts as the retake for the team test. So if they score higher on the individual test, their team test will be bumped up to that for that unit. So it's for the same unit. If they score lower on the individual test, the team test, of course, will not go down to that. So for example, if the team test was an 85% and the individual test was a 90%, then the team test score would also be bumped up to a 90%. However, if the team test was an 85% and the individual test was an 80%, the team test would stay as an 85%. For individual tests, these tests are cumulative. So once again, our goal is to focus on retention of the information. So the tests will, focus on the current unit, but there'll be a substantial portion that are cumulative from previous units. And because we're doing cumulative reviews throughout the year, those should help support students prepare for these tests in that manner. And then the other thing is if students get below a 70%, they'll be allowed to retake it for a maximum score then of 70%. So there's that safety net. If they get, if they're not, if there's something going on that day, they get below 70%, they do have that opportunity to retake it once for up to a 70%. Okay, so just a quick thing on high school math graduation requirements. So students are required 3 years of high school math, which must include Algebra 1, Geometry, and a third math course of any of their choice. And then later in this year, we'll be talking about what the difference is between Algebra 2 and Algebra 2 Trig, because that's really their only options after Geometry. And so there's a couple others as well, but those are the big ones. And so we'll talk about those things in February. So that's something to think about now, but really we'll talk about that more later in the year. Okay, so then for the topics we're going to be covering, it's going to be simplifying expressions in order of operations, solving linear equations, and then we're going to be looking at solving systems of equations, geometric objects, factoring for solving square root equations, right triangle trigonometry, reasoning and proof, parallel and perpendicular lines, similar and congruent triangles, polygons and quadrilaterals, and area and volume. So the best way to reach me is by email. So there's my email there. And also you're encouraged to check out Parent View website, or even ask your student to show them their student view and make them pull it up for you. And then I'll be putting grades within basically 5 days or within a work week, and so that we really make sure that the communication's consistent. And I will post all of our completed notes and classwork and worksheets on Schoology. There's also a tutor list available, so if they need additional support beyond getting help from me before and after school, as well as getting help from me during class, then they can always also get an additional support of a tutor. All right, that's it for our virtual open house. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to working with your student this year, and I hope you all have a great day.